Well, hello guys. The chivalrous man. What does it mean? Well, basically it means you'll take the knee for the femme. You will sacrifice yourself for her. And if you think about it, loads of men throughout history have actually given their lives for the honor of a femme. And I must say, in storybooks and fairy tales, it sounds very noble. But it's because the femme was the fairer sex many years ago, and when she got into some trouble, they were weaker than men, so men stepped in. But nowadays, femmes are just as strong as men, and far more capable apparently. Don't know how that happened so quickly, but I guess that's evolution for you. But there's still men around that are chivalrous, or white knights, who will still come to the femme's rescue. But thankfully, not so many. The laws are in place and have been for a very long time that man should not strike a femme. Not so much laws, but embedded in society. No such law for a femme striking a man, though, if you notice. And it's been ingrained and in place for so long. That's why femmes continue to mouth off to men, point their fingers at men, push them, slap them. And the man is not supposed to retaliate. Not because he doesn't want to, because it's the unwritten law. Let's assume there was no such law. Do you think these femmes would be still mouthing off to men and slapping them as they do? I have seen some videos where men didn't get the memo, and they've slapped the woman quite hard back, and she's gone down like a sack of potatoes. That femme just got a reality check. And generally speaking, of the videos I've seen, the men never has hit them as hard as they would another man. They've always kind of held back a bit. There's still men out there that will appease femmes all the time, but they put themselves in danger just so the femme can be safe, and they don't get any thanks at all from the femme. They'll say something like, "I didn't need your help." Not exactly a thank you, is it? But thankfully a lot of men are learning that why should they forfeit their life or put themselves in danger for a situation the femme has created herself. Generally what used to happen is femmes used to cause a drama in the street and get two men agitated, and eventually a physical altercation will happen between the two men, all caused by the femme. The police will arrive and arrest the two men, and the femme will just walk away. So you don't be old-fashioned guys out there anymore. There's no damsels in distress in reality anymore. There probably never was. And chivalry is an old-fashioned idea. And the modern femmes don't require it anymore. Femmes are manipulators, gentlemen. Your father and his father before him, and even before him, were highly manipulated by femmes. It's time to break the chain. Way back in the tribes it was, you must protect the breeder. But in today's world, we have a surplus of breeders, don't we? Your duty is to protect yourself, men. Femmes already have protection up the wazoo. Literally.